you and I know, because we live in this world, that it's getting harder and harder to insure against these things. And we do have a slide with some stats that you were sharing about the sort of claims that you're seeing at Lockton. So I'll bring that up. Can you walk us? And there's a lot to. It might be hard to read. Don't forget, you're getting these slides. You can just listen to Matt right now. So Matt, can you walk us through what you're seeing here and what folks should maybe know on their side if
Yeah,
they have coverage or
I
not?
sure. Yeah. So, I mean, I mentioned it before when you asked the question about frequency or just what we're seeing in terms of social engineering fraud. It is outpacing employee theft and all other losses really altogether. And we are seeing an increase there. And now, this is just a section of our company. So we're looking at just the southeast of our company here, their stats, but this is consistent across the company and across the industry for that matter. It's what we're seeing, what I saw in my previous employment and the employment before that social engineering continues to grow. It is very lucrative for the bad actors because all it takes is one what's the word for it? One employee has to make a mistake, right? You're only as strong as your weakest link. So if the employee is acting upon an instruction, they think that they may lose their job because they're not going to approve a payment in time. It could be someone posing as the president of the corporation, somebody posing as one of the biggest vendors that you're working with, and there's a concern that if they don't act upon it, that they could potentially lose their job or lose their standing within the organization. So, there's this urgency kind of culture that we're dealing with. So we do see that these types of losses, social engineering losses, where someone is posing as a vendor, they are growing. They're becoming more prominent. And while I will say that it is, from an insurance standpoint, where the insurers, so the insurance companies providing this coverage, where they stand, this is a death by 1,000 cuts. So we still see we see this, as I mentioned a couple of times, a frequency issue, not as much as a severity issue. That's not to say it's not important and it's not costing our clients a lot of money. It is, but it just the employee theft schemes that tend to be more severe usually take years and years and years to be discovered. And by the time they're discovered, they're very large oftentimes. We're talking in the millions. The social engineering fraud losses usually get caught within a couple of months, but within those couple of months, you get hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars stolen. And when it usually is discovered is when the vendor says, hey, where's my payment? And the person says, well, I paid you, right? And that's when it gets discovered. So it often is discovered within a couple of months, but that already you're talking about a significant amount. And that bad actor has already moved on to the next victim.